'tis the season to be plus speed and minus special attack. And representing this cheer is this week's holiday ambassador Pokemon, Delibird. Everyone likes the holidays, and everyone likes birds, so the two are a match made in heaven. And this Santa bird has got it all. And honestly, doing this video makes me want to go play the Pokemon Stadium 2 minigame. You know, the Delibird one, where whoever collects the most gifts wins. And they really don't make minigames like these anymore. Anyways, the competitive scene is different though, and thus we pose the question, how festive was Delibird actually? And in this video, we'll be going over these competitive formats. In its debut generation, Delibird showed up on the scene in a major way. Its signature move, Present, bestowed upon everyone such spirited holiday cheer that they forgot to battle and instead ran around espousing to love thy neighbor. Delibird's power was so great that it reduced Johto's crime rate by 96%, thus putting local law enforcement out of work and outsourcing the rest to Kanto. But of course, after Christmas, a time we don't like to think about, Delibird's power was greatly diluted, and in the wake of quickly discarded New Year's resolutions, it was discovered that the economy had collapsed, thanks to this stupid bird they should have cooked, instead of the disgusting yearly Magikarp tradition, and thus Delibird was viciously hunted to near extinction by several pursuit-wielding Pokemon such as Tyranitar, Houndoom, and Murkrow. The Delibird that managed to escape fled to the land of Hoenn, where its Christmas cheer was ruined by completely inappropriate weather. Droughts, heavy rainfall, and sandstorms were absolutely inappropriate gift-giving weather, and Delibird attempted to turn the tides with its own weather-related antics, but it got a little carried away and ended up producing hail instead, which did not produce the desired effect of the magical feeling of Christmas, but rather caused a panic and a large number of lawsuits. Feeling persecuted rather than cheerful, as well as completely baffled as to why these people prefer to be either at risk of heat stroke, getting flooded, or having sand kicked in their faces, Delibird took its leave once again. Just in time too, because its hail hit Rayquaza in the face, and Rayquaza flew down screaming something about how this was a new low even for Groudon and Kyogre. The snowy land of Sinnoh seemed like paradise for Delibird upon its arrival. Unfortunately, it was snowy for a reason. There was a new upstart named Abomasnow, who thought it was so cool because it was the Pokemon embodiment of a Christmas tree. For some reason, no one gave Abomasnow grief for summoning hail just by existing. But naturally, Delibird was scrutinized. It challenged Abomasnow to a winner-take-Christmas smackdown in the Snow Point Temple, but unfortunately, their battle was so cold that it woke Regigigas out of its slumber, and they escaped agreeing to settle their differences another time. As it came face to face with the ghosts of Christmas past, Frostlass. But Delibird ain't afraid of no ghosts, so it used a hustle-boosted Focus Punch that was so imbued with the spirit of giving that it broke through Frostlass's ghost immunity and sent it back to scrooge it up elsewhere, like an Underuse before they decided they didn't want it there either. Seeking strength to prove itself as the one Christmas card to rule them all, Delibird traveled to Unova, where it would bring festivity to Times Square in Castelia City. Unfortunately, a portal opened from the dream world, and suddenly Ninetales' vicious drought started totally frying the seasonal cheer. People were grilling hamburgers outside and just not going with the spirit of Christmas. Politoed's drizzle soon got in the way too, and everyone became totally divided. But one thing was for sure, no one really cared about the true spirit of Christmas. Delibird decided it didn't particularly care for tourists, who were more interested in getting a selfie next to the Abomasnow vs Hippowdon statue than giving gifts to their loved ones, and thus it decided to leave this weather-confused region in search of whiter pastures. Abomasnow's Christmas passion was so powerful that it gained a Mega Evolution, and thus it came looking for Delibird in the land of Kalos. They had a fierce smackdown, but Abomasnow's hail eventually ran out, and with it, their need to battle for supremacy of Christmas. They realized this season wasn't about competition at all, and thus Abomasnow became the Christmas tree it was always meant to be, and Delibird put the presents under it, a match made in the North Pole. And to this day, Abomasnow and Delibird peacefully coexist. They even gained some fierce Sub-Zero slammers to pummel any foolish would-be Christmas wrecker, and gained a new Christmassy friend in the form of Alolan Ninetales. And that's it, so how festive was Delibird actually? Well, as it may have been obvious from the start, Delibird has been one of the worst competitive Pokemon in history. I mean, how can it not with the ice and flying typing, and the fact that his signature move might actually help the opponent more than hurt it. So yeah, but for this episode, since the season is about holiday cheer, Delibird is among the best at getting everyone in the spirit of Christmas. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go play Pokemon Stadium 2. Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, if you liked the video and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to False Swipe Gaming for more weekly Pokemon content. Happy holidays, everybody! Shoutouts to the patrons for continued support of our videos, and shoutouts to everyone else watching as well. And follow my crew on these social media platforms, yada yada yada. And that's all I got. See you next week in the Mammoth Swine episode. So yeah, you know, a real episode. All right, take care, everyone.